This video will teach you the basics of preparing and planting a container tree, which is the type of tree provided at the City of Bentonville tree giveaways. Jeff Braga, urban forester with the City of Bentonville Parks and Recreation Department, and Ryan Neal, agriculture agent with the Benton County Extension Office, will demonstrate how to properly prepare and plant a swamp white oak container tree. Before you dig, remember the phrase, right tree, right place. It is important to locate all underground and overhead utilities and to consider tree placement on your property when your tree reaches maturity. To avoid damaging buried utilities, dial 811 for Arkansas One call to mark and flag underground utilities such as water and sewer lines, electric lines, gas lines, irrigation lines, and cable lines. To avoid future overhead utility conflicts, do not plant under them. The City of Bentonville's electric department requires a 10-foot clearance on either side of overhead electric lines. If there is a conflict, your tree will be removed or severely cut. Also consider the location of your tree in relation to your home, fence, shed, other trees, and property lines. What will the tree look like at maturity? Consider its height, crown spread, and root space. Visit the Arbor Day Foundation for a basic spacing guide. Before you begin to plant your tree, you will need gloves, a shovel, snipping tool, scissors or sharp blade, water source, and mulch. After you've determined the proper tree location, it's time to dig the hole. Dig a hole about 2 to 3 times wider than the container, but only as deep as the container. The hole should have sloping sides, like a saucer, to allow for proper root growth. Do not dig too deep. We want the top of the root collar at the base of the trunk to sit slightly above ground level. It's better to plant the tree slightly too high than too low. Save the native soil for backfilling when it's time to plant, rather than using compost or potting soil. Carefully remove the tree from the container. Do not yank the tree out of the container to avoid separating the roots from the tree. Sometimes containerized trees are root bound, or the roots look like they're about to circle the root ball. If this is the case, cut all the circling roots to release the bind. You want the roots to grow horizontally and not girdle the tree as it grows. Lastly, gently loosen up the root ball with your hands. Some soil may fall off, but that's okay. Set the tree in the middle of the hole. Again, avoid planting the tree too deep. If you notice that the root flare located at the base of the trunk sits below the top of the hole, compact some soil under the tree so that the root flare at the base of the trunk is slightly above ground level. Secure the tree in a straight position, then fill and firmly pack the hole with the native soil, making sure there aren't any air pockets. Avoid putting chunks of clay or large rocks back in the hole. Keep backfilling with native soil until just below the root flare. Compact the soil and move it away from the root flare. Any grass or sod that was removed when digging the hole may also be placed back, grass side down, away from the base of the tree. Remove the tape and wooden or plastic nursery stake from the tree and discard. Provide the tree with a good amount of water. Container trees dry out very quickly, and your tree needs adequate water, especially in the first 3 years. After the water has soaked in, apply the mulch using the rule of 3 to create a mulch ring or donut. 3 inches deep, 3-foot diameter area around the base of the tree, and 3 inches away from the trunk. Provide the tree with another good drink. The soil and mulch around your trees should be kept moist but not soggy. During dry weather, generously water the tree every 7 to 10 days during the first year. Water slowly at the drip line. Staking may be necessary in certain conditions, such as windy areas or high foot traffic areas, and should be removed after the first year. Place 2 stakes opposite each other about 1.5 feet away from the tree. Sometimes a 3rd stake is necessary and should be placed on an open side of the tree. Attach the stakes to the tree with tree staking straps. To protect your tree from deer, rabbits, lawnmowers, and weed eaters, you may choose to cage your tree. Examples are garden fencing or chicken wire, closed and secured in a circle, which is attached to a stake in the ground. Be sure to avoid the root ball when putting the stake in the ground. A 5-foot tall cage is an ideal height to prevent deer browse. Thank you for watching this tree planting video. Trees have many benefits, from improving air quality to creating wildlife habitat. We hope you and future generations enjoy your tree for many years to come. You are always welcome to contact your Benton County Extension agent to discuss any tree plans or ask tree-related questions.